My name is DeAnn Presley, and I'm an extension specialist at K-State, and I study soil. And so one of the things I'm particularly interested in is the effects of management practices on soil properties and how we can make soils more, I think of it as weatherproof or more able to capture and store all the rain that we get when we do get it. So sometimes we'll have drought, and that's one thing, but what happens when we get an intense rainfall event and we get runoff? Runoff is almost always a waste of water in some way. So it runs off the landscape surface and can carry with it sediment. Sediment has nutrients laden with it, and it just becomes a problem. Instead, can we weatherproof our soil so that all the precipitation that falls on the surface is it will infiltrate into the soil. So infiltration is into the soil and banked for later. Runoff is off the soil, off the field, and is kind of a waste of water and nutrients and everything else. So what we found with using cover crops is this doesn't happen immediately, but over the course of a 3-year study, for example, out around the 3rd year, we'll start to see some very consistent benefits of using a cover crop on things such as infiltration, reducing the soil bulk density, and that means that the soil is a little bit looser naturally. So without tillage, it becomes a little bit looser naturally, and roots are more able to penetrate. And then finally, the thing I really like to study is what's called aggregate stability, and that's how well the soil resists raindrop impacts, for example, how well it holds together. So the more stable the soil is, the more it can resist erosion and also allow water to go into the soil when an intense rainfall event does happen.